Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Pakistan's Interior Minister says a suicide attack outside a court in the capital Islamabad has killed 12 people and injured at least 27 more. Mohsin Naqvi said a bomber was planning to attack the district courthouse but was unable to get inside. Naqvi said authorities would prioritize identifying the bomber and that those involved would be brought to justice. The Pakistani Taliban has claimed responsibility. Suicide blasts in Islamabad have been rare in recent years. Footage from the scene showed the remains of a burnt-out car and a police cordon in place. In India, police are still investigating what caused a blast that killed at least 8 people in central Delhi. The 17th century Red Fort, which attracts thousands of tourists every day, saw an explosion in a car yesterday, which also injured more than 20 people. It was so powerful that several vehicles nearby almost melted, and people could hear the blast from kilometers away.
The bill, as amended, is passed.
The US Senate has passed a crucial funding bill that could bring the longest government shutdown in history to an end within days. The bill passed in a 60-40 vote on Monday, with nearly all Republicans joining 8 Democrats who splintered from the party to approve it. The deal funds the government until the end of January. The House of Representatives will now have to pass the bill before President Donald Trump can sign it into effect. Trump signaled he would be willing to do so.
We should not have had people leaving their jobs. And what I basically did is say the ones that stayed, of which there were a lot of them, I'm sending them a $10,000 bonus.
Where's that money coming from?
I don't know. I'll get it from someplace.
The prosecutor in Turkey's biggest city has accused the popular mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu, of 142 corruption offences that command jail terms ranging from 828 to 2,352 years. İmamoğlu, considered the main political rival to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has been in pre-trial custody since March on suspicion of corruption. The Istanbul mayor and his opposition Republican People's Party deny any wrongdoing and accuse the president and his allies of launching a crackdown in response to Mr. Erdogan's decline in popularity.
Já não é uma ameaça do futuro. É uma tragédia do presente.
The world must defeat climate denialism and fight fake news, Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has told the opening meeting of the UN climate talks. In a rallying cry to COP30, President Lula again made thinly veiled references to President Donald Trump, who branded climate change a con job in September. The 2 weeks of talks kicked off on Monday in the Brazilian city of Belém on the edge of the Amazon rainforest. They take place against a fraught political backdrop, and the US has sent no senior officials.
Police officers.
A woman said by police to have bought cryptocurrency now worth billions of pounds using funds stolen from thousands of Chinese pensioners has been sentenced to 11 years and 8 months for money laundering.
Police!
Police!
Where you are?
After fleeing China, Chen Zhemin moved to a mansion in Hampstead in North London. The Metropolitan Police raided it a year later and made one of the world's single largest crypto seizures. More than 100,000 Chinese people had invested money in her company, which claimed to be developing high-tech health products and mining cryptocurrency.
As part of this investigation, we seized over 61,000 Bitcoin, now worth approximately £5 billion, alongside other non-crypto assets valued at more than £20 million. This currently represents the largest confirmed cryptocurrency seizure anywhere in the world and the biggest money laundering investigation in UK investigative history by value.
And the Princess of Wales and the Queen have joined services to mark Armistice Day in the UK as events took place around the world. Catherine stood at the ceremony at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire, where the last post signalled the start of a national 2-minute silence at 11 a.m. to mark the end of World War I. Queen Camilla was at Paddington Station in London for the wreath-laying ceremony, having travelled by train. The Prince of Wales also delivered a video message to young people, sharing his views on the importance of wearing a red poppy and to say that remembrance is for everyone. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.